me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch.
Well, welcome back to Celebrity Jeopardy, folks. I'm Abraham Lincoln, and boy, do we have a real barn burner on our hands in this one. In last place, with negative $120,000, is Thomas Jefferson.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are equal, except in this game, apparently.
And in second place, with negative $50,000, is Walt Whitman.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. SOS.
And in first place, with a whopping $14, is Henry David Thoreau. You know, if we were more of like a natural setting, I swear I'd have like $13,000. Ugh, I think I need some fresh air. Let's take a look at the board. Our categories today include The Pursuit of Happiness, Charlie Hill, Individual versus Society, The Green School, Freedom, and Automatic Points. Thoreau, since you are in first place, the board is yours. Might I suggest Automatic Points? In this category, you get automatic points. Thanks for the suggestion, but I'm gonna have to go with Freedom for 400. You know, when you really feel freedom, Abe, I don't know, I'm not feeling it in here. Not enough natural light. Wow, truly enlightening. Alright, here's the question. This document shows a connection between the desire to be free from England along with the beginning of the American Revolution.
Oh, I got this one. Wait, give me a second.
Thomas, you must be able to get this one. For God's sake, you wrote the document.
Yeah. I wrote a lot of documents, okay? I'm gonna have to go with, what is the Cask of Amontillado?
That isn't even a document. That's a short story written by Edgar Allan Poe. I learned this, at least, by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Fascinating, Mr. Thoreau. The correct answer was, what is the Declaration of Independence? Wow, well, let's move on here. Thoreau, the board is still yours. Let's try Pursuit of Happiness for 200. This movement explored many natural ways in which to find self-enlightenment and intuition while discovering the basic truths of the universe.
Don't worry, I got this one. What is The Pursuit of Happiness?
Nope, that would be the name of the category, but nice try.
I believe that the answer comes from the era when I was once the President of these United States. No, wait. It comes from the famous document I wrote called the Declaration of Independence. What is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness?
No, it was not found in the Declaration. Thoreau, any thoughts? Who, me? Nah, I'm good. Well, folks, the answer is, what is Transcendentalism? Ah, I knew it! Well, here's your second chance, Thoreau. The board goes back to you. Alright, I'll take Individual versus Society for 800. The Indians were forced west across the U.S. on the Trail of Tears by this political figure.
Me!
No! Andrew Jackson! Wrong again! Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's correct. I can't believe it. Well, you know, I think there's more oxygen in here. It feels more natural. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. That was this week's episode of Celebrity Jeopardy. Always remember, folks, don't be afraid to go against society. Always look for happiness in your life. And most importantly, stay free. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week.
Welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Edgar Allan Poe here with Ralph Waldo Emerson. Man, oh man, country is immense, eh, Ralph?
Yeah. You know, Poe, I'm more of an outdoorsy type. I tend to stay away from the chaos and rely more on myself. Yeah, but that's just me. Let's get on to you folks.
Well, here's an interesting story. This past weekend, a man tried to be morally perfect in every aspect of his life.
Fascinating, Edgar. Similar to the way I often explore myself within nature. Say, Who was that again?
Benjamin Franklin. Says here that he had a list of 13 virtues. Wow, is that crazy? Props to him. Who would try to be morally correct when you can easily fit in with the dark side?
Okay. Enough of that, Edgar. We all know you have nightmares every now and then. It'll be okay, buddy. Anyway, also this past weekend, a man seems to have suffocated an older man and then confessed to the police that his corpse was hidden under his floor. Wait a second. It says here that it was you who did this.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I did no such thing.
Well, that was odd. Guess I'm continuing on by myself. Actually, you know what? Let's bring in our first special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the studio, Tom Walker. Hey there, Tom.
Pleasure to be here, Ralph.
Well, Tom, what's been going on? How are things?
Well, in short, my wife just died.
Tom, I'm sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. The story behind it's a little devilish. Anyways, economically, things have been going pretty well.
You haven't been too greedy, have you though, pal? You know, greed seems to be popping up all over. Wait, what's this? We're getting breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just gotten reports that the South has seceded from the Union.
Seems like the South has been a little greedy about their state rights, eh? Well, I guess I know the feeling. Well, this has been fun, but I actually have to go meet a client.
Well, Tom's right. Lately, the South and North have been disputing, and I guess Lincoln's election pushed them over the edge. We now welcome our second guest on the show. He was the 7th President of the United States. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Andrew Jackson. Welcome, Andrew.
I'm excited to be on the show, Ralph.
Now tell me, Mr. Jackson, why did you decide to move Native Americans west onto reservations?
Well, you see, Ralph, we needed to settle more land out west, and we needed more room in the east for white settlers. So I decided to move the natives to western reservations, while the east was sold to the white men.
Don't you see how that might be unfair or unjust to move this group of people from their land and move them to a place that won't be as profitable?
It wasn't just natives that I tried to get settled to western land. It was Americans too. The phrase manifest destiny was introduced in order to inspire people to settle America from coast to coast. There are many opportunities for everyone moving west to be profitable.
Well, this is awkward. Hey, I thought you were interviewing me on my book, The Lone Ranger in Tano, Fist Fight in Heaven. We were going to talk about all the pain that this guy caused me.
I thought it might be a good idea to sell your differences here on the show.
Well, you, sir, would be wrong. I can't lose any more tradition. I'm leaving.
Well, I must be going too. I have important business to attend to.
Okay, well that took a turn for the worst. Let's get back to more over the weekend. Lincoln made his second inaugural address yesterday, adding on to his already impressive speech list, including both his first inaugural address and the Gettysburg Address. It is amazing. That guy is like a walking quote. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. For Weekend Update, this has been Ralph Waldo Emerson. Remember, America, embrace nature whenever you get the chance.
Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Boys.
Ever needed to go somewhere but didn't have a ride? We're all friends here at Arnold Friends Taxi Service. If you ever need a ride, don't hesitate to call a friend. We'll be over in a flash. Do you like traveling with style? Here at Arnold's Taxi Service, we've got the latest technology and style that all the kids are into these days. Are you into the latest top 25 smash hits? You like pop music? Well, I'll tell you this, my guy Ellie over here, he's a trained DJ, and I'll sit in on every taxi ride delivering the greatest hits that you want to hear. Look, if you want to ride with style, then I'm your guy. I'll drive you to any venue around town. Going out late at night with the crew? I fit right in. Just call me over, I'll just be one of the guys dropping you off in style. Whenever you're with a friend, you have the freedom to go wherever you please. Here comes the car right now. Hey, it's one of my regulars. Francis, darling. What can a guy like me do for a pretty gal like you at this time of day? You need me to drive you to the slam poetry event at the high school? Hey, sure thing. Hey, I'll be right over.
Well, alright, you're sure looking hip today. Are those the latest shades all those kids been wearing? You know, if only teens started reading poetry. There's lots of great stuff out there nowadays. Too bad the latest trends don't let them read, they're missing out.
Oh, is that right? What's the latest poetry been about these days? I gotta keep in touch.
Well, the major theme at the slam poetry event tonight is freedom from forced labor. Pretty intense stuff.
Well, all you folks out there need to know. Whenever you're with Arnold, you're free. This taxi service won't force you to go anywhere, I promise. If you're in need of a ride, don't think twice. Just call a friend from our taxi service. We'll drive you in style.